I ain't hungry. First, I always say hungry dogs run fast. I ain't hungry. I'm starving.
Hurd takes the snap. He's back. He's going to run. He's in. Touchdown. Jalen Hurd.
When that cage opens up again, our teeth are snarling. We're drooling. We're ready. We're hungry and ready to hunt again.
Dallas. We hate you. Race is snow. The Eagles train to go. The Eagles win.
And again, and again, and again.
It ain't about them. It's about us. We play up to our potential. Each and every one of us together. Nobody can beat us. I promise you. Promise you.
What is up, my brews? My bird brews. We are back. It's another Speaking Birds. It's your boy Speaks here, and I'm joined with John. What's going on, man?
How we doing? How we living?
Man, doing great. A little disoriented from these holidays and the days. It's just
man, I hear you there. I'd almost hate working the day after holiday. Has us all out of sorts. You know, these two holidays here were in the middle of the week, like Christmas and New Year's, and I'd almost rather not have them off because, good Lord, the amount of work that you have to make up in the middle of a week is just insane.
Yeah,
So-
no, it's disorienting. Yeah, you're popped in, you're popped out, you're celebrating. It's crazy.
Yeah, and then you got people calling off the day before and day after. You know, it's just it's asinine. You know, they want you to make stuff up and like, can you cover this, cover that? And it's hard to deal with everything.
Barely trying to cover my own stuff here.
Yeah, it's rough. It's rough out here.
Man, did you do anything food wise? Any sort of special recipe for New Year's?
The wife made pork and sauerkraut. I'm just not a fan. So
Not a fan, and
I
that's a
forget what I ate.
Pennsylvania thing, I think.
yeah,
Yeah, we.
I forget what I ate. Maybe just some chicken or something, but
Okay.
just wasn't about it. I don't
I like
like
that.
sauerkraut. I'll eat pork, but just not a sauerkraut fan.
You know, I was never the hugest fan of sauerkraut, but it like it kind of grew on me, and I'll throw it on a hot dog. Give me like a hot dog with some sauerkraut and some mustard.
See, I won't eat a hot dog either.
Really?
Nah, I'm not doing no case meats.
No. Okay. All right.
Yep.
I appreciate that. Well, popping in.
Let's
Should
do
we
it.
Congratulate our Pro Bowlers? You want?
Yes, congratulations.
Yeah. Let's read them off here. We got Saquon Barkley.
Yes.
We got Landon Dickerson, Lane Johnson, Cam Jurgens. And then on the defensive side, we got Jalen Carter and Zach Bond getting named to the Pro Bowl. So
Beast.
congratulations to those guys.
Congratulations. Yeah, I mean, that's nice, man. I'm kind of feeling the snub from Mailata there, the highest graded left tackle in the league.
Yeah. That's definitely, that's snub territory. And I think his teammates were pretty, upset. The whole Pro Bowl thing, it's just a popularity
Stupid.
contest. I mean,
Yeah,
the only
it's
thing that
stupid.
matters is the all pros, right?
Right. Absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm sick of the Pro Bowl. I mean, it's just a joke anymore. Who cares? Like, just get rid of it.
They went from playing this like watered down version of a game to now they're doing, is it 3-on-3 flag football with like some like skills competition? I mean,
Yeah. While I think all these guys are fitting for it, I think it's so stupid. It's horrible. I don't even watch it. I don't know anybody that does. So
it's awful. But I think all of our guys were deserving. I know you had mentioned like little Cam Jurgens. Shocking that first year starter at center
Yep.
after following Jason Kelsey. He's getting in. So
yeah, I am not sure about any other centers in the NFC. I know there's a good center that plays for the Chiefs who's pretty damn good. I'm probably pretty sure he made it. I can't remember his name off the top of my head, but
right.
so good for Cam Jurgens. First year actually starting. I think it's second year in the league now. But
Yeah, he had that year behind.
good for him. He was the Eagles' lowest graded lineman throughout the year. And I'm not hating saying
Well,
that.
because
but,
I mean,
just,
our offensive
just throwing
line,
that out there. Yep.
Yeah.
So,
Something interesting to note. Cam Jurgens second year, first year starting, and then you have Jalen Carter making it, and that's he's a second year guy.
Yep.
So
Not surprising though. Jalen Carter's an animal.
yeah, I mean, it just goes to show you, we lose Fletcher Cox, and then we lose our center Jason Kelsey, and these two guys, with the next year after losing those cornerstones for the franchise after 10 years, they're in the Pro Bowl. So that's, I mean, good on Howie, good on the coaches. That's pretty good.
Here's something I'm seeing. Cam Jurgens' first Pro Bowl, not a starter though, so I don't know who the starter
really?
is for the NFC. And Zach Bond, not a starter.
Yeah.
That's
not a
crazy
starter.
to me. No, I gotta assume maybe it's Fred Warner for Zach Bond, but
I hate
Cam
that.
Jurgens. I wouldn't know who the safety is. I'm gonna look it up while we're talking here, but
Yeah. Man, that's a shame. They should just trot the whole Eagles team out there, in my opinion. But what do I know?
For sure.
What Saquon Barkley, he's a lock to make it. Landon, of course, Lane. So yeah, some good lists. We talked about Mailata being a snub. He definitely should have made it. Really, really, he's graded really well. And
Okay.
yeah, go ahead.
The center is Frank Ragnow from the Lions, the starter.
Good God.
And then for defensive linebacker, it's Fred Warner. I kind of called that one.
Yeah.
But, which he's outplayed Fred Warner, in my opinion. Fred Warner is a great linebacker, but he's outplayed him by far.
Yeah. You got to almost think that's like name recognition going into that.
For sure. Yeah, and it's the fan voting and all that. So
yeah,
the Pro Bowl is
AJ
kind
Brown.
of a hack type event.
Yeah, the goal is you don't want to play in the Pro Bowl because if you make the Super Bowl, if you make the Super Bowl, you're unable to play. So it's kind of one of those things. It's built into some guys' contract, some incentives there. If you make the Pro Bowl, you get a little more cash, which I think Zach Bond earned some cash. Cam Jurgens earned some cash. A lot of these guys are going to have incentives with the Pro Bowl. So you're kind of happy there. And it's nice to be recognized. Anyone saying that it's not is probably lying, but a lot of guys don't celebrate it as much. Just given the fact, you don't really want to play in that game. It's just not,
I know Zach Bond had that in his contract as an incentive, and he was kind of laughing about it during his interview. Said he didn't expect it to happen, especially at this point in his career. So he was kind of happy. I love that guy, dude. Zach Bond is a damn animal.
Yeah. And imagine being a guy like Zach Bond, all right, you're in the league, you're playing professional football. That's always been the goal. And you make it there, and you're just kind of like a special teams guy. You're making some decent cash. You're obviously you're in the league, but you're kind of maybe thinking maybe this is the end of the road. I mean,
for sure,
not getting a shot, whatever. He's probably looking at 30 million. I don't know. Would you say it's probably like a 3-year, 30 million type deal, 10 million a year?
Could be even more. So
yeah. So he went from, questioning his career trajectory to payday, and like Fangio deserves a good amount of that credit.
Yeah, pursuit of happiness, almost.
Yeah, good for him, man. Good for him.
I'd love to see him. Maybe I shouldn't say this because it's a little early. We're not even in the playoffs yet, but I hope he goes nowhere, and I hope we re-sign him and takes however we can do it. I hope it happens because the man's balling.
Yeah, this was said. I forget where I heard this, and just kind of like you haven't seen Howie really make those like moves, those in-season extensions or signings. And someone had speculated that you don't really want to mess with the chemistry because there's some guys here. You got Becton, you got Bond, that are probably looking for that deal.
Milton Williams
isn't good call, another one. And so I don't think Howie really wants to sign one, kind of mess with the chemistry. I think he's kind of going at it like we'll deal with that when the time comes, across the board. Which
sure.
I appreciate that.
Sweaty's on another 1-year deal. So,
Sweaty, yep, and
Yep.
he's performing, very well. So
out of this world, basically. But yeah, no, I agree. It's nice to see these guys playing well. Obviously, players kind of play a little bit better on their 1-year deal or the prove it deal.
yeah, the prove it. Yeah.
So it's good to see that we're. I don't want to say Zach Bond, we're valuing the linebacker position, but we've definitely got over our value.
Yeah,
Zach
for sure.
Bond,
And there's going to be a little bit of cash to spend on that linebacker position, given the fact that we have Cooper on a rookie deal, we have Mitchell on a rookie deal.
Well, yeah, you're saying it there. It's the youngest defense in the league. You're saying it right there. So there's definitely some cash to spend.
So yeah, we'll see how it's allocated. It'll be interesting. I don't think we lose it. We're not losing everyone. It'll be tough to lose any of these guys.
For sure. That'd be heartbreaking.
I would love to see AJ Brown in the Pro Bowl. I know he was injured a little bit, missed some time, but that to me, I mean, I stand by thinking that guy is a top 5 in the league guy. And I know NFC's got some stacked receivers, but I don't know. To me, that guy is deserving of being in there every year. And maybe that's biased.
No brainer.
I don't know.
He's an animal.
Well, you got to think, we had this conversation early on in the season, but you got Jefferson, Ron St. Brown or whatever. So
the slot merchant.
The slot merchant. Well, should we get to the other important news of the week?
Let's do it.
In terms of record chasing, Saquon Barkley and some of the most of the starters are going to be sat. So that means that the pursuit of Eric Dickerson's season record will come to an end. How do you feel about that?
So, maybe a little bit of a rant here, I guess, but I understand you want to rest guys. Obviously, we haven't had a bye week since what was it, week 4? 5. Yep. I get that. Players need rest. 100% get that. But the fact that you're scared to lose someone to injury, I think is a loser mentality. Players can get injured on any play in the game of football. I would like to see us go for it. I think the players want to see us go for it. Obviously they're doing damage control in their interviews. And I will say this, anything short of a Super Bowl is a huge, huge miss for this team.
Okay.
I get it. You're just putting that much more pressure on them, in my opinion. If you do not win the Super Bowl here and you didn't get the fucking record, I think that's a huge, huge miss for this team. And I think that's unacceptable.
Yeah, I agree. It's tough to say. I mean, it's tough to say that anything less of a Super Bowl win will be a mistake. I don't know. I get it, man. This is such a weird situation where they're seeing both answers are right. I flip back and forth. First of all, this thing is so special. I mean, imagine the NFL rushing record being a Philadelphia Eagle after 40 years of Eric Dickerson holding that record. The next guy to do it's our guy. I mean, that'd be amazing. It would be
monumental.
Yeah, it would be so cool. And look, he wants it. His family wants it. I don't know. I mean, early on in the week, I'm pretty convinced that the people who called it, and I think it was probably like Mailata and Lane, I think they wanted rest. They were I think Lane was pretty clear on wanting the week off. I don't know. I mean, there's a ton. I mean, look, Laurie's in on it, Howie, Sirianni, players. So I'm not just saying it was one person or the other, but I think if they bust into the room and are like, look, we're all suiting up, we want to go. I don't know. I think they go for it.
100%.
But on the flip side, like if some freak thing happens, and I get what you're saying, I
That's
feel the same
scared.
way.
That's scared mentality
I
right there.
get
Like,
you. I
you don't
get
come
you.
into football. You don't come into a football game saying, I'm scared to have these guys hurt because the next week they may not be there. Because the next thing that you could happen in the playoff game, somebody gets hurt.
I get you.
So that pisses me off.
No, I know. That's the scared mentality. It's a physical game.
And there's no place for that. No place.
I got you. Yeah, I get you. And just getting these guys out there to get reps. I don't necessarily like want them sitting 2 weeks.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I
100%.
I feel you look at last year. Okay, I'm sorry. You look at 2022. Okay, we had the Giants. I mean, that was a preseason game. And then we had, the Niners. Like we could come out, I think, a little flat and be okay. You look around the playoffs this year, there are contenders. Like we might get matched up against Washington, who granted didn't play us at our full strength, but they just beat us. Green Bay
They're
is going to
riding
be
high. They're riding
Green
high.
Bay's right there. Green Bay's like what, 11 and they're not some schlub team. Like there's going to be no room for coming out slow. And if you look at us, our first quarter stats performances aren't the best. Like we cannot afford
That's what
to
scares
come
me.
out slow.
One thing that scares me, and that's a great point, dude. Like we're coming off Hurts, and then we can go into this later, but what we're talking here, Hurts may not have played for 3 weeks here. Maybe cold, we're in a playoff game where every single snap matters. Every
Yes.
single snap could be the determination of who wins or loses that game. So
Yeah.
I definitely agree with you there. I don't like that. I think Hurts, obviously he's still in concussion protocol. I think that's kind of shitty, but I guess I get it. Like if you're going to blame it on rest, then I'm all for it. If the players need rest, I'm all for it. But if you're going to blame it on like we're scared to get hurt, then I can't even get on that realm. You know what I mean? I'm not even going to buy into that because players don't play football because they're scared to get hurt. You know what I mean? So it's like chalk it up on whatever you want. I'd rather see the rest conversation, and I get it. I think they do need rest. These guys have had, the bye week from week 5. They're probably tired. I get it. But this is a once in a lifetime thing. And I do think like, okay, if you're going to get, forget it. If you don't want Saquon to play, I get it. But nothing short of a Super Bowl. We absolutely need the Super Bowl there. And anything short of that, I'm pissed off about.
Well, yeah, you're always.
That's my
look
point.
back.
That's my point.
Yeah, you're always going to look back.
Yeah,
yeah,
I don't think it's right. I don't think it's right.
Yeah, you're doing all of this to you're sitting everyone to up your percentage, your chances of winning a Super Bowl. That's it. Yeah, and if you don't win it, you're going to look back and say, well, we could have had the leading rusher. But
it coulda, woulda, shoulda.
It's a tough one. I go back and forth. I don't know. Everyone did practice today, though.
I was going back and forth, but I'm on board to get it.
Yeah,
at this point,
everyone did. There was a graphic I saw that was like the actual percentages of like, and you can't quantify this in a percentage. I get that, but it was like the percentage of an injury was like something any gambler would want to roll the dice on. It was very.
Really? It was that high?
No, the percentage of getting out there without
that
an
low.
injury. Yeah, it was like if you're like any gambler is going to be like, yeah, I'll take those odds 100%. It wasn't like 50-50 he gets injured. It was like 80s, 90s. we'd be fine. Like nothing would happen. But again, the game isn't played on those. You take one weird cut.
Yeah,
You know.
I don't know. It's upsetting. I kind of wanted to see us go for it because I wanted to go to the game.
Are you going to that game?
Nah, I don't think so.
Not going.
Tickets are $40, so
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah, it'd be cool.
You kind of and I know this doesn't matter because we're talking the overall health of the team, but like kind of screws the fans. Maybe even Jeff Lurie, because you're saying you're going to sit everybody and like now he's not going to sell tickets for that game. You know, obviously they're $40. You can't really even get into an Eagles game for less than 200 on a good day. So
yeah. Yeah.
I'm surprised they even came out and said it, to be honest.
Just try to have people buy as many tickets as they can.
Yeah. And I almost bought them at 100 and now they're $40, you know. So
Well, here's another thing to think about as well. With if they're going for it, you know, we talk about, okay, well, it's still 100 yards against a team that that will do
that'll sell out.
everything.
Yes.
Yes. So now we're looking at it like, okay, what if he's 60 yards in the first half? Then you're trotting everybody out there. I think you'd have to pull the plug, but that makes it even harder.
Well, then I would blame that on the last game, which I know he had 30 carries. He was at 30 carries before they pulled him out. I think it was 31. But one thing you know about Saquon Barkley is like he gets hot in the second half.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? In that game, you know, he just
one.
busted off a 20-some yard carry, and it's like, come on, man. Like, the man's starting to feast. That's what he does. I know he's at 30 carries. Don't get me wrong, but like, you could have definitely closed that margin.
Yeah. Or you know, you think about all these times he was pulled in the third quarter, the fourth quarter.
For sure. Absolutely. Or where he said he don't want to go back out, let the other guys eat.
Well, now they're eating week 18 with you 100 yards away. So
yeah, I know it's upsetting, and I get every aspect. I want that for him. You know, that's all.
I want it for me. You know, I want to. We go through it. Well, look. I said that as kind of a joke, but like, dude, as a fan, we go through a lot. We've been through a lot as Eagles fans.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. I mean, come on, to be able to have that would be cool.
I'm gonna tell you what, dude. I don't even want to say it. You know where I'm going.
Yeah. Don't say it if you don't want to, but
it doesn't end there. I'm just gonna be so fucking pissed off about it. But
yeah,
either way.
Yeah,
I think they know it. I think they know that too. The coaching staff knows that. Anything less than the end game.
Than the main thing. The main thing.
Yeah. They know that. So
what's your take on Sirianni? If we go into the playoffs and anything short, what's your anything short of? Is he on the hot seat?
He's going anywhere? Nah, I don't think so. I don't think it was even his call, to be honest. But no, I don't think he's on the hot seat. But
not about the Saquon thing. Just depending on how the playoffs might play out. And
nah, I don't think he's on the hot seat. He's one of the winningest. I think he's the second winningest head coach of all time. Could be wrong.
Yeah, but Lurie doesn't like to lose in the first round 2 years in a row.
Goddamn.
I don't know.
I don't know, man. I'd love to come out and just dismantle the Commanders.
I think so too. Yeah, I think just going into the forums on Reddit and seeing their fans, they're annoying.
That really pissed me off.
They're obnoxious. They're obnoxious.
And I do think it was everything we needed to just dismantle the shit out of them.
Yeah.
I think it was actually a good thing that happened.
Yeah, I think. I mean, I've seen some of their fans saying they want to come into Philly in the first round, which is insane. You're that confident you want to come into Philly in the first round?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Like, man, come get your beat down. Seriously.
I hope
And
so.
they're so arrogant. They were so arrogant about that win. So arrogant. But
They're
yeah,
like
who even
they
knows? I
think
mean, look,
they think they're amazing too, and the crazy thing is like they may be pretty good in a couple years, but this ain't the year.
yeah, your time hasn't come. Sit down.
And they get lucky more than any other team you've ever seen. So
Yeah, I just I don't know. I'm worried. I'm worried about coming out flat. Supremely worried
no, I'm
about
right
that.
there with you, man. I need Hurts. So maybe
'Cause-
we pop into that. You know, Hurts is still in concussion protocol after 2 weeks.
Yeah, that's not good.
Yeah, we're not sure what's going on there. I don't think he's concussed after 2 weeks. I think it's more of the finger thing. They want to sit him down. No reason for him to play if they're not going to go for the record. But it scares
Yeah.
me that he goes into the playoffs cold.
For sure. And going back to like his concussion, I don't want to speculate. I'm no doctor, but don't they say with concussions, like it's one of those things that builds, like your second one's going to be pretty bad. And like you're like, if you have more than one, the next one like becomes like worse. Am I making that up
I have no
completely?
clue.
I feel like
don't
I've
know,
read
doctor.
that somewhere.
I don't
but-
know. Doctor speaks.
Yeah, but yeah, well, thank you. But no, he's had two in like a short amount of time. I mean, maybe they're being overly cautious with just making sure. I mean, that's a brain injury, man. Like that's not,
Yeah.
you know.
I don't know. People go through it all the time, though, especially NFL players, boxers, all that stuff. So I think this is just my assumption. I don't know. I think it's more of the finger thing. I don't
Yeah,
think
well,
he's still concussed. I think he's all right. And they're going to just play this game with
Yeah, but the
Tanner
whole, like-
McKee and the backups, dude. I think that's
Okay.
what's going on.
So is this some sort of competitive advantage that Sirianni loves so much? Because he
Well,
came out
yes,
today or yesterday.
I think so. I think so.
Why? Like you would think that you have to update. He said progressing through the protocol. You'd think at some point you'd have to like
Yes, but
update
that's
us
an
on-
easy. It's an easy media.
as opposed to them saying his finger is still bothering him. It's a nice little smoke screen.
Yes, yeah,
Yeah.
I think so.
I
I
get
really
that.
do. I really do. I think
Okay.
it's him being able to treat the media the way it should be, and then also with NFL protocol, it's super easy to say, "Hey, this guy ain't practicing because of his finger. He's not practicing because of a concussion. He's still
Yeah.
in concussion protocol."
I
I think
get that.
that's. I honestly think that's what it is. I truly do.
Okay. All right, I get that.
I could be wrong. I could be
No,
wrong.
that makes sense. I didn't know if there were like certain rules within the league that like you have to like.
Well, I think that's
update.
how to beat the rule. You know what I mean? And Sirianni seems to do that a lot.
Yeah.
I could be wrong. I don't know, but
I mean, look, just to like, yeah. I mean, we'll have another podcast to really discuss like whatever matchup we get, but man, it concerns me. And you talk about I talked all this smack on the Washington Commanders, but look, you got a young blazing guy. He wins next week, and he's coming in firing up, and we're just standing there with our pants and with our hands sitting on our hands. You know what I mean?
for sure.
You don't really want to. I mean, look, as much as we talk smack, Jaden Daniels is impressed. You don't really want an inspired team that they're looking to play spoiler. No, nobody thinks they're gonna go anywhere but them. So they're gonna be they're gonna look for their Cinderella story, and they're gonna come in
For sure.
with playing with house money. We got everything to lose. We're a Super Bowl contender. We have everything to lose, and I don't know,
Yeah, scary.
man. You hear about Eskin, the latest with
Yeah, he's out. Gone.
you hear what happened?
I did not know.
Apparently, and this is just what I've seen today, I guess at some point it must have been during the BG. This is all just like gossip, but who knows? At some point during the live BG show at Chicky and Pete's, I don't know how true this part is. I guess Jeffrey Lurie had called Eskin to pull the plug on BG to get him off the air. Like he like called or texted Eskin to get BG off the air. At some point, BG and Eskin are having a conversation. Eskin goes ahead and berates this like young intern, this young female intern, and then at some point physically assaults her.
Wow.
At some point. It's just the messiest, most insane thing.
Well, I can appreciate Lori calling down, especially on that interview. You gotta love that. And Eskin, he's not gonna shut that down. He's a scumbag.
Yeah, somebody had
So-
tweeted this. Like, is there like some sort of like early onset dementia going on? Because he had another incident, not too, not
Well,
too.
you
long ago.
just
He's
know
always
a
been
media
scumbag.
a media man is not gonna ever cut that off. He
Oh, no
wants
way.
all that come out.
Oh
So-
yeah, but isn't he with the team in some capacity as well? Isn't he like the liaison?
No. He's just the whip,
yeah, but I
just
thought
a
that
media member. He's
yeah,
gone.
I know. Yeah, he's gone for sure. And good. He's a scumbag. He's been a scumbag.
Yeah, I've never been a fan of him too much. So
He's got dementia. And that's my take. Cut
don't
that
we
up.
all?
Don't we all?
On a Tanner McKee getting the start.
I'm excited for that. That's
Yeah.
definitely one of the that's definitely some of these like throwaway games. It's kind of like your like final preseason game or whatever. You're like, do we really want to watch it? But I'm gonna be excited to watch. I want to see what McKee's got. There's some guys here that I'm excited to see.
It sucks though, because again, he's playing with second and third stringers.
Yeah, you're right about
That
that.
upsets me. So I don't know who's going to play on the offense. There's obviously they said there's going to be reserves guys out there, so we'll see. But I'm interested to see what Tanner McKee would do with the ones. I'm not saying get Jalen Hurts out of there. That's not what I'm saying. I love Jalen Hurts. He's a beast. But like in a situation where Hurts can't go with the ones, I would love to see what Tanner McKee had. I know Seth Joyner made a comment during his Birds Huddle segment where he said he thinks Tanner McKee is the best passer of the football in the quarterback room. And I almost kind of agree. But
Oh, yeah,
I also
don't
think
that's outlandish.
there's-
I don't think that's an outlandish.
yeah,
take.
I also think there's a little bit of situational stuff there because Tanner McKee's not getting out of a pocket like Hurts does. He's not going to bail you out. And I understand that. But Tanner McKee is going to throw on anticipation. He's going to throw quality routes, quality balls. So I would love to see that. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, no, for sure. And like you got to really see a guy with the ones, and then you really got to wait a little bit when you got like a first string defense scheming up against you. You don't know how that's going to shake out for every guy. Hurts has proven that he can beat that. So yeah, I agree with all your Tanner McKee takes. I wish we could see him in a pure form, like an actual. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I do know texting you guys last week, I was like, I couldn't wait for Tanner McKee to come in, when Pickett got hurt. And I'm not a Pickett hater, but I just wanted to see, what was going to happen. Like, obviously he's a tall guy, stands up in the pocket. He's either got to get it out or take the sack. You know what I mean? I said that multiple times throughout the week. So,
man,
it was nice to see that.
Yeah, you see him standing by AJ Brown.
He's tall as fuck. He's tall as fuck.
Makes AJ Brown look like just a regular dude. It's like, man, this guy's a wide receiver in the NFL. Like,
yeah, I don't know.
I'm excited for that as well. Yeah, who else? I feel like, are we going to see some Will Shipley? I think he's banged up. I think he's out.
Well, he was in concussion protocol.
Okay. I'd like to see a little bit of Johnny Wilson if we can.
Oh shit.
Yeah, just because I feel like he's got potential. Would like to see some Johnny Wilson. Yeah, I don't know. What do they do on the tight end front? Who knows? But yeah, I'm gonna be excited for that. It's gonna be a good time. Here's what I might do. I might go ahead, make some pizza. I got some yeast. I got some good pizza yeast. Might make a dough. Gotta make the sauce. So might make my own sauce. Then I got this pizza stone. You pop it in the oven. So yeah, I might have to make a
It's not our
New
deal.
York pizza. Get that thing going in there. So that might be the move. Then I think the move for the playoff game is going to be got to do a cheesesteak. Got to do a good old fashioned playoff cheesesteak. But man, I'm excited. I'm excited for that. Yeah, I think I might make a pizza. Homemade. Make my own sauce. Get some good cheese. Get some good toppings. Really do it up. Wood fired. No, it wouldn't be wood fired.
What do we got? A little giant New York pizza.
That's what I'm thinking, man. That's what I'm thinking. I think I might have to do it up.
Nice. Love that.
Yeah. What's your favorite pizza topping? You're a pepperoni guy, huh?
I don't really have a topping. I'm more of a cheeser, but I
Me
guess
too.
if it had to be pepperoni.
Okay. Pepperoni, little onion, little
Not onion.
Man, here's
pepperoni.
here's a pizza combo that I've been
Oregano?
for. Ooh, dude, you
Like
got
some oregano.
yeah, you got to have the oregano on there. Here's a combo. Let me know what you think about this. Pepperoni, jalapeno, pineapple. You're out.
Out. Yeah.
You're out. All right.
I don't want it. I don't like spicy pizza.
Oh, you're a ranch with pizza guy, man. You try that.
Yeah. Well, okay. So let me do this. You say the jalapeno, but you get some sweet sauce. Maybe that cuts down the jalapeno a little bit. I can see it.
And you can de-seed those jalapenos if you want to. They don't need to be the hottest
yeah.
thing in the world, you know.
Right. I can see that. I don't like I don't know about pineapple. I don't really eat pineapple to begin with, so
Yeah. You know, it's a bizarre combo on paper. But man, try it if you ever get the chance to just try a little.
I would say this. I'm going to say this, and this may be a hot take.
Hot take.
Outside of pepperoni, I probably would do just cheese and ham. I like ham on a pizza.
I'm not against that. And if we're talking about that combo I just threw out there,
Yeah,
you can easily
pineapple. Yeah, people
you can
beat you
easily
down for that take.
What? Pineapple on pizza?
Yeah, and ham, pineapple and ham.
Yeah, with the jalapenos as well. I'm not against that, dude. You can come at me. I stand by my my takes. And look, I'm not busting into every pizza joint demanding pineapple. That's not what I'm saying. And look, if you don't like
That's
it,
what he's saying.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm just, if you want to try it, whatever. I'm rambling. You told me to ramble on the thing, then I just
Yeah, I had to piss quick. That's all.
yeah, that's why I was kind of talking to myself about some pizza. Well, all right, man. What anything else on your plate that you wanted to discuss?
Yeah, I think we went to Jalen Hurts. The Shipley is still concussion protocol. What else?
Might see some Anais Smith.
God, where's he been? Yeah, nowhere.
We need to. Here's someone that we shouldn't give a rest to. Bryce Huff. Trot him out there for every snap of the game.
He won't make it.
You don't think he can play every snap with a
No,
with a gun to his head?
No chance.
That's a shame. Here's a shocker. Did you know Hassan Reddick is back? That just kind of like that news went completely over my head. And he's
back.
Well, he's been back. Like he's
been back for weeks, dude.
Really? I just don't pay attention to the Jets. And
I want to say maybe week 8.
Yeah, that's what.
They
Yeah,
finally
week 8.
figured it out. Yeah.
He took off
Because
his
I watched
Komodo.
that game. It was on Thursday night. And he fucking looked good, dude, for not being out there. I'm like, God damn, he's getting pressure. So
Oh yeah, that completely.
I don't know.
Oh, man, took off his samurai sword. Went to
Yeah.
work. Well, you want to do predictions and then get out of here?
Yeah. Joyce wants to say something.
What up, Julius? Can you hear me, Julius?
What's up, Bird Gang?
Bird Gang. How were your holidays, Julius?
He said, "How was your holidays?"
Terrible.
He's joking. He said, "Terrible." I'm joking.
Hop on the pod, Julius. We gotta get you.
Yeah.
Gotta get you a regular contributor.
He
on
wants to
this
get
thing.
on the pod.
Get him a kick contract like all these other kids out here.
What'd you get for Christmas?
The Last of Us Part 1 and 2.
Nice.
A scooter.
Shoo.
Vroom vroom.
That's what I'm talking about.
Clothes.
Yep.
Yep.
That's kind of it.
Santa did good.
Santa did good, he said.
Shall we? What are you thinking? I'm thinking Birds take this. Sirianni's another 14-win season. I'm gonna go
Go Birds!
Go Birds. I'm gonna go 21-17 Birds.
Oh, against the Giants. Tanner McKee is gonna dismantle. I'm gonna go 31.
Shoo.
31. 7. The Eagles.
Ooh. Defense shows up. I love it. I am interested to see how many defensive players we'll see out there for the
Yeah, I don't know.
Eagles. You know?
I don't know, but we're dismantling them.
I love it. Let's get out of here, guys. We'll do
Go Birds.
Go Birds.